Welcome back to Reality Scream with Mac and John. Real talk, real people, real classy. Wait, classy? There is nothing classy about those two idiots.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Episode 5.
Welcome to Reality Scream.
I'm Mac. I'm here with my illustrious co-host,
John! And I don't know what illustrious means. I'm joking. I do. Thank you for the compliment.
Fabulous. So yeah, we're back. A little older, a little wiser.
Still haven't seen Die Hard.
Still haven't seen Die Hard?
I'm going to wait till Christmas.
I still can't believe that, man. I still can't believe you fallen asleep to Die Hard. It's the best fucking movie ever. It's the best Christmas movie.
To be fair, it was Christmas. We did have some good food. Got nice and filled up. Not filled.
We drank a little.
Drank a little, like we usually do. You and me. Not anyone else, really.
The only difference is your dad, and I feel like it's tradition to eat a big meal, drink a little bit, and fall asleep. I feel like it's like...
As long as I don't fall asleep in the movie theater, then I'm good. A couple things I want to mention before we get started.
Yes.
We are recording on July 1st, so tomorrow is my wife, your sister's birthday.
Yes.
So happy birthday to my amazing wife.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Someone's got a birthday. Anyway, I love you. I appreciate everything you do for me and us. And
shout out.
Just want to say that.
All right, baby sister's got a birthday tomorrow, but other than that, I got really nothing going on in July.
There's
except my birthday at the end of the month.
Oh, yes, you also have a birthday at the end.
July babies are the best.
At the very end of the month.
Yeah.
So we will most likely mention it. We will mention it closer to whenever we record for that. So we are about 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
In recording.
I might be out of town for that.
Okay.
Well, a couple friends from work are talking about wanting to go to Vegas.
Ooh, how long are you gonna be gone?
We'll see. His dad's got a condo a couple blocks off the strip.
Nice.
And then I'll save on hotel costs. So, but I don't know. I'm not a gambler. Like, what do you do in Vegas if you don't gamble?
Have I ever told you my Vegas story?
No, tell me.
I have one. So, as you know, my mom, pretty much her income comes from gambling.
Okay.
We live in the northwestern part of Mississippi.
Yeah.
And Tunica is not that far.
Tunica.
And so she,
It's
the Vegas of the South, as they call it. It's literally what they call it. Not even
literally what
joke.
it is.
And so she is one of those 7-star members. So she, gets all these rewards and trips and whatnot. And she gets comps. So, once a year she gets a nice trip, on them or whatever you want to call it, because of her status. And it's also funny to watch you want to talk about privilege.
Yeah.
The privilege that these members have, the line skip pass for a lot of for the buffets and shit. They have a separate line for the 7 stars or the diamond, whatever the hell it is at the time. Yeah, and of course she goes there literally every day.
Oh my God.
I don't have issues because of it. I mean, I was in marching band and stuff. She never came to competitions or any of my performances, but what's the point of this? Anyway.
What the fuck?
Anywho, so...
Repression.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, so a lot of times it's funny because, okay, guys, it's Thanksgiving. Let's go to the casinos for a buffet and stuff. And it was good and bad.
I love casino buffets, but yeah, at the same time, that's weird.
I mean, when you go there so often, yeah. But anyway, that's not the point of the story. So when I turned 21, she took me to Vegas with her.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I mean, drank with my mom and gambled with her. I mean, her everyday life. But for me, it's cool, whatever. But at the time, I actually saw Penn and Teller, which was a great performance. It was awesome. Saw some comedy shows that tour. She was like, I don't know how I feel about this, Jonathan. I'm like, I love it. It's dark comedy. It's foul. I mean,
the best.
I love it. So, but anyway, Gabriel Iglesias was in town. And,
oh, wow.
And when we got there, she's like, choose one of these shows. And I was like, he's in town. I want to see him. And she was like, Jonathan, that's not the one that's on the list. I'm sorry, you can't go see. Well, whatever, that's fine. So anyway, we're leaving a casino. And I see a big dude, fluffy Mommy! I see him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mom, and she keeps walking. And I'm like, Mom, and I'm like, I don't know I don't want to get lost. And she knows where she's going. She's been here before many, many times.
Yeah, sure.
To show how much she does this. But anyway, and so she walks, by the time I get her attention, she's halfway around the fucking building, it's a casino in Vegas, so they're huge. And I'm like, Mom, that was the comedian I want to see. And she's like, well, why don't you go say hi, get a picture? And of course, we go bathroom, she's fucking gone. I'm like,
Son of a bitch. That would have been
Yeah.
amazing, getting a photo with Gabriel Iglesias.
yeah, I was so sad that we
That would
went.
have been great.
And I'm sure, like, if I say, hey, I'm so sad, my mom, we can't see you. And he'd be like, oh, here's some tickets. I would fucking be happy.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, so response to I think our first episode, I mentioned a cheese dip of a Mexican restaurant that I had, been to, blah blah blah.
And somebody
Other than-
responded in the comments about that.
Yeah, that's Joe. I knew him from he was actually in a band with me and Trey. By the way, one thing
Okay.
I forgot to mention about Trey, you worked with his brother at Malco.
Malco?
His little brother Zach Jenkins.
Zach Jenkins, big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely fellow.
his dad was a sweetheart.
Yeah. That's like a
very
second
nice
family to me.
family.
That's like just second family to me. Trey is Zach's older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Zach. Zach was a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll love Trey. Trey is literally one of my best friends of all times. So I talk to him every day still.
And Trey's the one that wants to get on the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that we're recording.
Totally down it. I just gotta, this week I'll have to look at.
And he is on Discord. I don't know if I mentioned that because
Who isn't? Who in our generation isn't?
That's fair. Well, I mean, I used it for talking to an alliance I was with that Trey and I were both in, and Eric, big guy, was in too, but I left because I quit the game. Marvel Strike Force.
My current job, they were looking at new places to implement sort of like a company-wide platform.
Mm-hmm.
We had Zoom. I like Zoom. Zoom is cool.
Yeah.
But they were kind of asking around, like, who do you think? And I was going to be like, yo, fucking, we should do Discord. Like, that would be fucking great. Like, we had that, for the company, but we ended up going with Teams, and that was a huge downgrade from Zoom, and I hate Teams. I've
never really dealt with it. Before I forget, what I was getting at was the cheese dip is what Joe said, and he is correct. It is Ponchos. So whenever we get some social media,
that name.
So it is in Texas, like I mentioned, but it is Ponchos. And Katie and I went to Meijer, did a little trip. Like, hey, what do we need? Got some stuff. That's where I got this shirt.
Fantastic shirt.
Thank you. It's a Vegeta shirt.
Vegeta's the best.
I do love Dragon Ball Z, but I love Vegeta more. And I also love fajitas. Anyway, I found Poncho's dip at Meijer in Michigan, where we are. So I got some. So to be continued. And the logo change.
Love Ponchos.
It's a more realistic fella. I miss the cartoon.
I miss the cartoon.
I love cartoons.
I like to make the note there are Dragon Ball Z enjoyers. And there's Vegeta enjoyers.
Yeah.
And
he's a vicious character, and he's
the best character.
Yeah.
He has the best growth arc in the entire series. You can't beat him. He's the best.
He's stubborn. Most stubborn characters are the best.
Most of us are, yeah.
Bakugo from My Hero.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
Sometimes arrogant, A little bit of all of us, and he's a realistic character.
Yep.
But let's talk about this information that just popped up that I like to talk about. Elizabeth Olsen will return as Wanda Maximoff in Deadpool 3. The film will adapt House of M, and Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Let me tell you, I am so happy that I did not know this information until this moment.
Let's tell you,
so amazing.
Perfect. Because Disney owns Deadpool now.
Yeah.
So they could use Wanda, which let's be honest, Elizabeth Olsen was born to play Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah.
But this is the last in the film. They could say fuck it and do whatever the fuck they want to it and just have Deadpool kill the Marvel Universe. And if they have scenes where he's going around killing James Marsden Cyclops and fucking Captain America and fucking Iron Man and Thor. It just has scenes of him doing that. Best thing ever.
This information makes me so happy. It really does, because I
Yeah.
love both of those lines.
Yeah, they're
They're-
incredible. It's the best. These two are the best. Some of the best.
They're two of my favorite
Marvel's
characters, to be
made.
honest with you.
Deadpool and Wanda.
Scarlet Witch, yeah.
Scarlet's.
I mean, especially like not this isn't why, but whenever you play her like in games, like
Yeah,
she's just so fun to play.
you know,
But she's also just so fucking powerful in
She was-
everything.
she was supposed to be in the new Avenger, not new, but the Avengers, Marvel Avengers game that turned out to be complete fucking ass.
The Avengers.
Yeah, she is the Avengers. She was supposed to be in that game, but that game shut down production about
I'll tell you
3 or
about
4
shutting down.
months ago. So it's unfortunate, but there is another game that came out called Marvel. What was it? Midnight
Evolution,
Suns?
Future
Midnight
Evolution.
Suns? No. Midnight Suns.
Hat Sun.
Great game. Great game. It's a turn-based game though, so if you like what was this fucking like Gladius from GameCube or fuck, what was that game? I can't remember the name. But if you like turn-based games, check out Marvel Midnight Sun. She's in that game. Great game.
Pokemon is what you're thinking of.
No, damn it. But it is that is the best turn-based
Final
game.
Fantasy.
No, it's not turn-based anymore.
What is that one? Continue.
So I got a new addition to my wall. Probably got some stuff up on this blank wall over here. Got 2 pieces from the Spider-Man. What was it? Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
2 pieces. I see one.
Standee. 3 pieces, sorry. So I got Miles Morales and Gwen and the logo Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I have not seen that movie yet.
Was there a Spider-Punk one?
Yeah, there was a bunch of little stuff that you attached to the stuff behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Kids stole it. There's about 6 or 7 of those little. There's like
Damn it.
Spider-Punk. There was Peter B. Parker.
Oh,
like
man.
all these characters, and kids just kept stealing them.
No, I'm so
Next time I
sad.
gotta glue it. I gotta super glue it next time.
Dude, I would have loved at least a Spider-Punk or anything.
Spider B. Parker would be perfect for you. Being a dad now, and
Also, he's voiced by Jake Johnson, who played Nick Miller in New Girl, so
Yeah.
hell yeah.
incredible actor,
Yeah.
incredible comedic actor.
Great show, too. Let's Be
Great
Tops.
show. Great movie. Classic.
Chumbawamba.
Very funny. But I'm
So-
probably gonna add some posters. I'm thinking Spider-Verse 1 and 2.
So hear me out. Well, that's great. But what if you were to put some sort of tapestry behind it? Like some
Tapestry?
sort
What do you
of
mean, like
decorative
this?
blanket? Yeah, but it'd be maybe trippy kind of Spider-Verse related thing.
What I pointed at was a giant wall scroll of Middle Earth that I have on my wall. So you're thinking something like this, or like behind it.
Yeah, just to have a background behind, so it's not just a white wall behind it.
You know, it'd be great. That thing you drew. That would be a great tapestry behind it.
Did you see what
The whole wall, actually.
Did you see the one that I got printed out for the Matt Miller one?
No.
You didn't. I thought you came in to Tierra Phoebe recently, somewhat recently. But anyway, the Matt Miller piece, or I called it the Mattverse, the piece that I did. I printed.
Actors.
Yeah. I got one printed out like a canvas, and it's hanging up in our living room wall, and it makes me so happy. But it's hard because I did a square, and most prints, whether you get them, like I could get stuff made at like CVS, Walgreens, or whatever, anywhere that has like a photo department, and you get prints done, or I could order them online. But whichever one I do, squares are hard to do. They're always more rectangular, like a portrait kind of state
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? So it was more expensive because it was more special order. But it was like either 10 by 10 or 20 by 20. I can't remember what size I got, but I got a big ass one. And I also got Eric the same one for his birthday.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do plan on getting a Spider-Verse one done to put up in the house too, because
Do it.
that's my favorite thing I've ever done artistically.
It's a great drawing. It's
Excuse me.
fantastic. I love it.
Thank
It
you.
was my background on my phone there for a little while.
70 hours. That's just how long it took.
70 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you haven't seen it, go look at my Instagram.
We'll post a link. We'll post a link in the
Well,
information below the video.
I was about to say just Instagram or TikTok SideQuest Designs, and there's a little underscore between.
We should be
SideQuest.
posting that stuff anyways.
Yeah.
I'm so against social media. Like I feel like it would hinder our podcast a little bit. So if that
Just shut up and do it.
So if that Trey guy comes on,
Mhm.
he's doing all of it because I hate social media.
Oh, he and I can split it.
I think there you go. I think it's fucking vile, but it's important to get, to get noticed and to get your podcast out there. It's important, but God, I fucking hate it so fucking much.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have about a week that I can that I'm gonna plan on starting them, and yeah, I'll bring up to him when we can possibly record to
All
make
right, definitely.
do that.
I will this week though. I will look into getting Discord, into to where we can actually record it all together and hear all each other and hear everything and all
I
that.
can hear you now. Who are you?
Who?
How did I
Is
get
it
here?
God? Is this God?
It's me, Margaret.
That movie, I swear. But yeah. Do you believe in aliens?
I mean, let's pause for a second.
I don't want to pause. Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean? Actually, pause. There we go. Okay, we're back.
And we back. So I believe that, I mean, it'd be almost naive to think that we are alone in the universe. I mean, especially if there's supposedly all these secrets being leaked.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Extraterrestrials.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I watched this incredible YouTube channel called The Y Files, and it's just such a well-made channel, and he talks about all these conspiracies, but at the same time, he questions not only media but like YouTube's like strict
Existence.
behavior against just asking questions. Like a lot of these conspiracy theories are really fun to think about, really enjoyable. Except for the flat Earth, it's just like there's nothing there.
Hold on now. I mean,
There's no contrarian point to flat Earth. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's
you don't
bullshit.
believe that we're flat and there's an ice wall to make us like a shape like a bowl almost?
I mean, there could be. Fuck, I don't know. Shit. I mean, people forget the U.S. government used to lie. They used to be paid by sugar companies like Nestle and Coke to make it sound like red meat is what gave heart disease, but it was actually fucking sugar. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, global warming could be fucking bullshit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it could be. Maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of Coke and extraterrestrials, we have a Coke Ultimate. I know that you don't drink pop, so it's probably better that it's a mini can.
Yeah, you did give me one of these.
It's not as chilled as I would have liked it to be, but I want you to give it a sip, a drink, and tell me what you think it tastes like. I'm pretty sure you will know the flavor.
All right, we're going to resume this conversation, but right now I want to try this Coca-Cola Ultimate. I love Coke, but we don't have it at work. Unfortunately, we have Pepsi.
It's better than nothing.
Which the only thing Pepsi has that's good is cherry Pepsi, and I think they own Powerade. Powerade's the shit.
You give me cherry flavored any sort of pap, then it's.
I think cherry Pepsi is better than cherry Coke.
Ooh, I don't know. Give it a solid drink, a solid gulp. But any sort of cherry flavored anything. What do you think? Drum roll.
XP flavored.
I know.
It's for gamers.
I think so.
It's marketed for gamers.
It made sense if you can kind of guess what I think it tastes like. What do you think?
What does it taste like? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Drinking it here because I've been sucking on these beers all day.
You've been sipping on some scissors. Sip, sip, sippy, sip, sip. With your scissor. Scissor. Sip, sip. Take your time, but not too much time.
What is that?
Do you want me to tell you what I think it tastes like?
I can't put my finger on it. What is it?
To me, it tastes like Code Red. Code Red Mountain Dew.
Is it still brown?
I think so. I haven't poured it in a glass or anything. I've just been sipping on these little mini cans.
I don't think it's as citrusy as Code Red. Code Red kind of has
It's more of a pop.
more of a soda.
More of a soda.
We're in the Mid-South, so...
No, we're in the Midwest here, so it's a pop.
Sorry, not Mid-South. Jesus. I've been living in the South for too long. We're in the Midwest. Soda pap.
We're in the Midwest in Michigan, dear, don't you know?
You know, sometimes I miss the South. You know, I think it's the food, you know, my good friend Daniel.
I miss the barbecue.
Yeah, the fucking barbecue was... There's nothing good up here, barbecue-wise. There's nothing. I've tried so much barbecue up here.
I mean, there's
none of it.
There's stuff that's pretty good, but as good as Southern Memphis barbecue.
Yeah, hole-in-the-wall barbecue. No. Like Interstate Barbecue down south. I know I brought this up before. I think first episode.
We can talk about it
off
again.
Shelby Drive, Memphis, Tennessee. Man, it was in a fucking old abandoned Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell. But when you go to a hole-in-wall barbecue place, not only is the food top tier, but they give you ridiculous portions. Just ridiculous.
Oh, hell
portions. Like I remember I ordered my favorite thing is like burnt ends or beef tips or whatever people want to call it.
Oh yeah.
And I ordered a burnt end sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a sandwich on a normal bun. But then they were like, that's not enough. And then just poured a bunch of shit onto a plate, a bunch of beef tips. So I got the sandwich, but then it's covered.
Oh, that's it. You have so much extra meat.
Yeah.
Dripping over.
And then they give you a fucking cereal bowl of barbecue sauce. And they're like, it's the house sauce. There you go. I'm like, fuck, dude. That's why it's the fattest, the fattest region in the U.S. is the South, man.
Yeah, I remember one place that we went to, my family would go to, that closed down or changed into something else, but it was in Olive Branch, and it was like Interstate Barbecue, I think. But I remember like they had these ribs that were actually pretty well priced. Like they were, I don't want to say cheap, but they were affordable,
reasonable. Yeah,
but they were like fall off the bone, and they were so freaking.
Yeah. Interstate has a few. It was owned by some singer. I think he was a singer from Motown, or he was on some band. In Motown music.
Creed. Yeah.
Motown's the shit. A lot of people don't know. Motown hometown is Detroit, Michigan. But I think he was in a band a long time ago, and he had a few of them. So it could have been an Olive Branch, and it closed down. But I hope not. They have, in my opinion, they've had the best barbecue, and I've tried tons of different barbecue the 12 years I was down there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've tried your fair share of the
of course.
entire lifetime you spent down there.
Yeah.
But
again, to me, it's Central Barbecue. Shout out to them.
Central.
I
don't think I've tried Central.
Oh my god, it was Midtown. I don't know exactly where because I never drove. I rode. Yeah, I want to say it was Midtown. But like I think that the parking was like across the street, maybe. But that was at least where we parked. And like, of course, you would get like a barbecue sandwich, and it was stacked.
You're stacked.
Yeah, but for me, my favorite type of meat, personally, is brisket, hands down.
Brisket's second best, man. Yeah, no. To me, I agree.
I'm telling
That's
you,
the
up
shit.
here, at least what I've got, the best that I've gotten, and it's like it's actually good quality that I love every time,
Yeah.
and it's reasonably priced. I mean, barbecue is still kind of on the higher, not higher end, but at least higher end when it comes to
Yeah.
fast food ish. Is Mission Barbecue. There's one on Hall
Mission.
Road. But they
That's
have a brisket sandwich, and they have either, I think it's called lean or moist. Get the moist, bro. Every single time.
Mom and pop place, or is it a franchise?
It's more of a franchise, but they have a bunch of different sauces you can get. Me and Eric would go a lot of times on lunch, and it was every single time it's good. Yeah, look that crap up. Look
I'm
that
gonna
shit
check
up.
it out
Yeah.
because I know sometimes these mom and pop places will get so good they'll have 2 or 3 locations.
But they have so many.
I still consider that mom and pop.
Yeah, but they have so many different sauces. They have a Memphis sauce and they have a Tupelo sauce, as well as like the typical.
Tupelo. So maybe some people from Memphis, huh?
I don't know.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Oh, damn, they got a lot. Of
yeah, but they
locations.
have. It's one is in the Lakeside Circle here, and they knew us. They know me and Eric by name. We would go there so much,
Yeah.
but of course I stopped.
Stone
I'm about to
Ranch
work
right here.
closer to the area, but yeah, look up the.
Now, the only good franchise barbecue I ever have, you remember this, Tops Barbecue. To
Oh my
me,
god!
the best franchise barbecue I've ever had was Tops. And keep in mind that was down south. So, but
The thing is that like, sadly, at one point in my life when I was young, of course I grew up and I knew better, but I had it so much that I didn't appreciate it at the time. And we would go so often. I would always get like a cheeseburger. Their cheeseburgers are actually pretty good,
yeah,
but everything tops though. If the person serving you is not missing teeth, get out of there.
get the fuck out of there. Another great thing about the South, Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Bro, when you're fucking hammered,
Mm-hmm.
or you had
Or
a
you
late
work
night,
late.
yeah, late night. We used to do either Waffle House or Crystals right
Yeah.
after work. We
Crystals
get off at
actually
like
had some
1
bomb
a.m.
ass shakes, to be honest with you. They were
Yeah.
just like the Mistin joints that you could get
The
at
shakes,
gas
yep.
stations.
The shakes and the wings. They had these fucking little tiny little party wings that for some reason were seasoned. I don't know what the seasoning was, but it was
Heaven.
incredible. And it was fucking heaven. And we would always, every time we got out of the movie theater, got done working 2 o'clock in the morning. This is back when they used to have 1 midnight showings
Mhm.
before all the shootings and shit.
Bap.
We would always go to either Waffle House or Crystals.
Yep.
Waffle House, let me tell you, if those tables are not sticky and your waitress doesn't ignore you 90% of the time, just fucking leave. Because the food there was so cheap, so good. I mean, $8, you get a fucking big ass fucking breakfast for $8. It was
the
always
All American.
ridiculous. Yeah,
All American.
that was it.
And
That was it.
All American.
Get 2 eggs. I'd always add the extra egg. I think it was for like $1 more.
Mhm.
And then I get the chocolate chip waffles.
I would always experiment with my waffles.
Yeah.
To try
Yeah.
I'd try, and I would mess it up every now and then. For a while, I would do chocolate and peanut butter, the peanut butter chips. A little bit of
That's
Reese's.
peanut
kinda.
butter. Like instead of chocolate chips, is peanut butter chips?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should have tried that.
Oh, it was good.
I bet that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, but for Crystal, what I would do is I think it was like the sampler pack where you got a Crystal chip, like a little chili dot, which those were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I
The
think
little
maybe-
mini chili dogs.
Yeah, and then I also would get a shake, I think, because I
Yeah.
was like late teens, and I was
Yeah.
indestructible
I
at
mean,
the time.
We're not saying this is the best food, like the healthy wise. It's not.
I will
It's
say,
not.
like the last time I went down south, my brother picked me up from the airport, and he's like, "You want Crystal?" And it's like,
You want Crystal?
you hungry? I was like, "Yeah." I was just on a plane. Please, please, let's get food. He's like, "You want Crystal?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Crystal. Dude, we did that so much. We would go to Crystal. My buddy Daniel and I, we would get the wings, and then we'd play Magic the Gathering every day when we would, because we would only like just close. This is when we were working in the projection department at the time.
I'll show you
It
my
was crazy.
projection.
But fuck you. But yeah, man. I'm fucking I'm
Real
excited
fools.
about this
I mean-
Deadpool movie. I don't think I've been more excited about a Marvel movie since Infinity War.
Hold on, what's this below this?
You didn't hear about this?
Matt Smith?
Dude, let me tell you something. I wanted John Krasinski. I really wanted to.
Of course.
And they did that fanfare and they gave it to us in the latest Doctor Strange. which
Multiverse of Madness.
I really did not like that movie. But
We've talked about it.
seeing John Krasinski was great. Matt Smith, I think he could do it. I think he'd be a great Mr. Fantastic.
I love Matt Smith.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his 11th Doctor. He was creepy, but I still loved him in House of Dragon. Absolutely.
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
I never liked him in well, first off, let's get this out of the way. I don't like what is it called?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. I don't like Doctor Who. Never liked
Okay.
it. I even that season, I tried 2 or 3 episodes of that season with David Tennant. Fantastic actor. I think he's better in Bad Omens or Good Omens.
Jessica Jones as well.
But Jessica Jones was fucking good. Jessica Jones is great. I just never cared for Doctor Who, and the only other time I saw him in was Morbius, and he was the best part of Morbius. I could say that, but that's not saying much.
Hey, I mean,
That's not saying much. You know.
I mean, sometimes on a dark, gloomy day, you need a flashlight or a fleshlight. A
But
different
look,
letter can make a difference.
I know he's talented.
Yeah.
And I know I see him just looking at these pictures. I see him as Richards. So
Well, the Alex Ross drawing right there at least has eyebrows. Matt Smith has none.
I
No, take your time.
every time we talk about comic artists, I'm just so glad you know who these artists are.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking that gets me really excited. But anyways,
Well, because it's Alex Ross, though. I mean, come on.
Alex Ross is so good.
It's so beautiful. His ability, and I follow him on social media.
He's so talented. I like his realism. Dude,
Yeah.
he could draw some of the craziest fucking shit. Every time I see him attached to a project Marvel wise, I'll make sure I check it out.
I think I have one of his comics. I think it's the Hawkeye one.
Really?
I bought it specifically for the cover because I recognized it was him.
Is that the one where they have
I can't remember.
Kate Bishop?
Maybe.
Kate Bishop's here. Is that the one where he dies?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Either way, fantastic artist.
I'm a gassy
with
bitch.
a fantastic actor. Also, Matt Smith, sorry. And I could see him as Richards. I am not angry at this at all if this turns out to be true.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you're not angry about it.
I will be okay with that. Let's see what happens with Sue Storm. I don't know who they're gonna cast for that, but we'll see.
So is this for? Oh, that's just in talks. Is there anyone else that's in talks so far that you've heard?
Maybe people could talk. Were talking about it, and what happened to Adam Driver? Oh yeah, Adam Driver was rumored. I don't know about Adam Driver as Reed Richards.
I love Adam Driver.
I love him as an actor. I don't see him as Reed Richards.
My favorite Adam Driver role, or at least one of my favorite movies, I'd say, is Logan Lucky. As him, Channing
That was
Tatum.
such a good movie. I think you were the one that told me about that movie.
It was us. Yeah, it was me and Katie.
Because I never watched it because I don't like Channing Tatum.
But I mean,
outside of the 21 Jump Street series,
Magic Mike, yeah. But him, Adam Driver, Daniel Craig is in it.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's based on a
Really
true
enjoyed
story.
it.
Apparently, if you haven't seen it, this podcast highly recommends Loading Lucky.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. So freaking good. It's so funny. Please watch it.
There you go. Margot Robbie. She must have been on the short list. She, her as Sue Storm. I mean,
see
obviously,
it.
just because she's a hot thing right now in Hollywood.
She's getting in everything.
There would have been. I think there's probably better
Okay.
actresses, but we'll see.
Fine.
Shortlist for Lex Luthor and Supremacy, Alex and Bill Skarsgård. Imagine having to go against your brother for a movie role.
Well, did you ever fist fight your brothers? Not to put laundry
Fist
out?
fight?
Yeah.
Wrestle. Yeah.
Oh, I would.
Fist fight? No, that's we had a healthy household.
Good for you.
No, that's
No. It's your family is a blessing that I
we had a
appreciate.
healthy upper middle class household.
Blessings. Love your family. Our family. But I am the favorite child.
You have like
Hey,
your family.
hold on. What are you about to say?
I'm not going to say anything bad. You have a very diverse family, I would have to say. A very diverse and interesting family.
Mm.
And I don't think I
Episode
would
5
have to
going in
say
deep.
I am very sorry for your losses recently.
Oh, thank you.
I do apologize for that.
Oh, it's not your fault.
It's not, always the easiest thing.
Uh.
But
So you were going against your brother.
yeah, back to the Skarsgårds.
I don't know if I've ever seen Alexander Skarsgård work. I mean, of course I know Bill from freaking the It movies.
Northman,
Never
the
saw
Viking movie.
Oh,
Never saw it.
I heard it's good though.
Visually, it's striking. Story's pretty solid. The acting's great. 8 out of 10 movie. But seeing Bill though, I don't know because I feel like he's already been typecasted as
Pennywise?
Pennywise. Thank you. I don't. He was in John Wick 4, but the whole time I was looking at him act, I was just like, oh, it's Pennywise.
You know who would make a
Sucks.
great Lex Luthor? A different Bill. Bill Nye, the science guy. Think about it. Perfect cast.
It's a terrible idea.
What? Bill Nye can play any role. Let's see here.
Oh, to play Pa Kent. Ah, he's gonna play Papa Kent, huh? So they announced their new Superman. It's this dude right here, top left corner. I forgot his name. He's
Henry
British.
Cavill. Yeah, he's last season of The Witcher just came out.
I wish.
Soon to watch it.
I wish.
He
I don't think the season's out yet. That was the end of the month of July.
I'm not sure.
Well,
I heard it came out.
Well,
But,
either way, that's the new Superman right there. I forgot his name.
I mean, he looks Superman-ish. I mean, with that curl in his hair.
He doesn't look bad. He doesn't look bad. Oh shit! Hold on.
He's got the look. He's got the lookity look.
People are talking about Viggo Mortensen as podcast. Someone says no Viggo for Jor-El, his real dad. That'd be cool.
I heard Joe Coy's in talks to play this role.
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy as Papa Kent.
The Asian comedian.
Yeah.
That'll never happen.
Why would you say that?
He's not white enough.
Whoa, hey. Look, anyone can
Superman
play a white guy.
Is white. His parents have always been white.
I don't know why you got to be so harsh about this.
Hey, at the end of the day, he's not related to his Earth parents, so they could be Asian.
Yeah, I mean, it is 2023.
Which would be fine, Just get good Asian actors. That's all I care about.
Joe Coy.
He's a comedian. I think he had a movie come out a couple years ago, but it's like, fucking cares? It was like Easter or something, Easter Sunday.
Easter
But
Sunday.
fuck him. Speaking of comedians, Sebastian Maniscalco had a movie come out called About My Father. It was pretty good. Pretty enjoyable movie. Pretty funny. Had what's his name? Robert De Niro as his father.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
No. There's rumors of him coming back though. We'll see.
Did you watch the new Secret Invasion?
I have not watched the new episode yet. The first episode though.
I think we talked about
Spoilers, but
it. No, you've
it
had
sucks that they killed Hill.
Yeah, first episode too.
She's
Right?
been with us since the beginning. Why does Disney have such a hard on for killing fucking like original members and shit?
Well, I mean,
The
they've
fuck?
been doing it since like Bambi.
Dude,
Killed the
Disney's
mom.
got a weird ass hard on for that shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's realistic.
Fuck. Why is Thor still alive? Surprised they didn't try to kill that motherfucker.
I don't know why you're being so hateful right now.
I'm angry.
But I'm in an emotional space.
Second episode pretty good though. She had a
It's
good
really
speed.
good.
Yeah. I like Ben Mendelsohn. He plays
Thanos?
Talos. He plays Talos.
Thanos.
Great
Me,
fucking
Thanos. Nibbity snap.
Yeah, snap.
Snip, snoop.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. Emilia Clarke as well. Khaleesi.
Emilia Clarke. I was so excited when they announced her for the series. But first episode though, I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna have to watch the next episode tonight.
Highly recommend it because it's already getting so intense. It's setting up for
The Secret War
Invasion. Huh?
Secret War.
Secret Invasion.
We got Secret Invasion. Well, that's what the show's called. Secret War needs to be the next thing. And when that dude brings all the villains and superheroes together, I better see X-Men. I better see all the X-Men we've ever known. All the
Deadpool.
We better see Deadpool.
The Avengers.
We better see all the Spider-Man versions.
The
Just
variants.
come together and fight each other. All the Magnetos. We need to do it before Ian McKellen dies because he's like 82 years old.
Man, he is so cool though. Sir Ian McKellen. Respectfully, how dare you?
Magneto. Sorry. Apologies. Sir.
He is a sir.
He is a sir.
He loves metal. I mean, come on.
He likes metal.
He is a gentleman.
You see my new cup?
Your Indiana Jones cup?
Yeah. Saw Indiana Jones a couple days ago. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
Great movie. Very fun movie.
I mean, the Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
If you know me, you know my
Nazi
life.
bastard.
You
Dare you? Beat the shit out of Nazis in that movie. Very fun movie.
always a good thing is to beat the shit out of Nazis.
It's just punching Nazis.
You know, another great movie about beating shit out of Nazis is Inglourious Bastards.
That was a fetish, I think.
A fetish?
I think that was a Nazi murdering fetish movie. But it was still great.
It is a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
After all, so there's a fetish to it.
He does have a murder fetish. It was
got
vengeance.
a murder on the mind.
We'll say vengeance fetish.
Vengeance is my name. The base.
Okay, Batman. All right, this is how Batman vs Superman should have started. Warehouse scene. Batman kicks the shit out of everybody. At the end of it, he finds out that Wayne Enterprises in Metropolis is being destroyed by Superman and Zod. He runs there. Lucian dies. He vows his revenge against Superman.
But then the sun comes out, and it's actually like the baby sun. And then watch this coming over the hilltop there. Teletubbies. That's right. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe.
I don't think we can
coming
continue
to the rescue.
Podcast together anymore. Teletubbies?
Are you
What the fuck?
are you telling me that you never had a point in your life where Teletubbies was crucial?
No. My generation, your generation, I also think. Because you're old, right? You're 30, right?
How dare you? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Our generation did not grow up with Teletubbies. We had Sesame Street and Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
We didn't have Teletubbies.
Yeah, still that too. I
Oh,
guess
SpongeBob.
well, I guess we are bringing up mental health in this podcast, so Teletubbies would, I guess, categorize as trauma.
That was before. That was before. Or that was after our younger years.
We can just not. Okay, we can steer that conversation.
That was after.
You never had a. What kind of Tates did you have as a child? What kind of characters were on your Tates? Were they all Ninja Turtles or
Power Rangers.
yeah? Which one?
What do you mean, which one? Like, what's my favorite?
Yeah.
Dude, the Black Ranger. Oh no, the red one, Jason. Jason was the best. Who doesn't like Jason? Me. But you son of a bitch.
I'm kidding.
Take it back right now. But yeah. Oh, I still have not seen that Spider-Verse movie yet.
You son of a bitch.
I need to watch it.
Why haven't you? It's been out for.
I know it.
How
I
long?
know it's. I don't know. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. But I know it's gonna be good though. I know it's gonna be good.
It's
That's why
fantastic. It's said that the next one, even though I get it, because obviously you would want them to, take the time to make sure it's up to everyone's expectations
Yeah.
because of how amazing this one was, Michael.
Yeah.
You fiend! Oh, do not see this movie.
Who's Michael?
You, Mac.
Oh.
Mac.
I don't go by my government name.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of Mac, did you try the Grimace shake?
No, but everyone's fucking talking about that goddamn shake.
So look,
It's just ice cream with coloring, right?
So one day, no, it's apparently a berry flavored. So one day, Katie goes to McDonald's. She's like, for ice cream. She's like, "Do you want anything?" I said, "Yeah, see if you can just order the shake." So they said, "Yeah, sure." What she brought home was not the Grimace shake. I haven't tried it since. So
The fuck was it?
what I think they gave her was they now have like an Oreo frappe. So whatever I had was good, but it was like chocolatey and was covered with whipped cream and Oreo.
You talking about
bits.
the frappe coffee?
Yeah.
The Oreo
And this is
fra-
she went at like 9 o'clock, I think. So it was
Oh,
a late night.
ice cream machine was off.
No, they gave me a coffee drink and I had to get up early.
Jesus Christ.
And they got me all caffeinated.
Grimace. I need to try that. I need to try it. But I'm just not into McDonald's as much as I used to be, which is crazy because my nickname literally comes from McDonald's.
I don't know, what is it?
Mac?
No.
In high school, it was Big Mac or Slotted cheese.
Remember when of course you remember, but we would just pass each other and go, "What's up, big sets? Well, what's up, mega sets?"
Did we?
Oh, come on. Of course we did.
I'm too old.
Hmm?
I have Alzheimer's.
No. You're only 37?
Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna be 35 this year. It's not even
Okay, 42.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I think
We
by the
did.
time
Big sex. Little sex. Big sex.
it says little that's yeah. I think by the time yeah, that was it. I think by the time I turned 42, I would know the answer because apparently 42 is the answer. Blue 42 by Haste the Day. I mean, there's tons of answers here.
Fuck Case the Day.
I mean, they came back.
Garbage band.
Well, look back.
No, I'm just kidding. No, they were a big influence on our music scene. Case the Day. As LA Dying. Day to Remember. Chiodos. Devil Wears Prada.
Under Oath.
which currently have one of the greatest rock albums of all time.
Under Oath?
Yeah.
Their newest one?
So, no, Lost in the Sound of Separation.
Oh, yeah, true. One of my
So-
favorite ones.
It's a great band, man. I
Found
don't want to get caught reminiscing about our music scene again, but because we spent the last episode talking about that. But
It was good times, though.
it was great being part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, totally.
It's good friends with Zach. We hope and faith that we we were making a comic book.
Yeah, you've mentioned it a couple times. Get over it.
I hate you.
Me too.
Fuck you.
Me too.
Oh man, I still have some of that artwork.
Mm,
It would have been great.
we could do a comic book if I had more time.
You know,
I mean, I can just do like.
we could.
I mean, we could. Coming next, reality stream comic book. I mean, at least we could do like short designs. It would take me a minute, but I mean, that could happen.
If we ever got big enough.
I'll show you big enough. Look at me.
You need to talk to Trey.
I didn't talk to anybody.
See
Yeah.
if he wants to get on next week.
I texted him already. We don't need to do this live.
I'll do whatever I want live.
I'll show you.
We'll do it live.
Okay, well, you don't have to yell at me. I'm in a very sensitive.
We'll do it live. I hope I get my own movie theater next couple of years.
You could like own one?
Yeah. No. Like, I'll run my own one.
Maybe a GM sort of
Yeah.
thing for Mosh.
Hoping. That's why I made this move, you know? Hoping.
I mean, it looks good when you're willing to move locations, that's for sure. Oh, you got it.
Well, I told him before I moved, I was like, I'll move. But my next step needs to be, running a theater.
I'll go to the moon, man.
Go to the moon.
Go to
Man.
Mars. Let's fly to the freaking sun.
I absorbed all my energy from the sun. I'm ready.
I'll go into a sub underwater.
For what?
Go see the Titanic.
And die? I still can't believe that story. That story was fucking crazy.
Did I tell you my original reaction to it?
No.
Okay, so at the same time of it happening, in my eyes at least, because I'm not that active in social media either,
Mm-hmm.
but I still have it. But anyway, was about the same time that the new season of Black Mirror came out. So I just assumed that it was a meme about Black Mirror, like an episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I need to see. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't? Oh, that's so good.
No, and like Black Mirror is like one of my all-time favorite shows, but with that last season.
Do you know anything about the new season?
Nope, I haven't watched anything. Haven't seen any reviews. Nothing.
I will tell you, it's not a spoiler. I'm just gonna tell you a couple of people that are in it. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad is in it. An
Oh,
episode.
really?
Mm-hmm. It's a really good
What's
episode.
he do?
Not to give too much away, but he is in space, but also he has like
Don't tell me anything else.
Okay. Well, then you
Let
need
me
to
make
watch it.
sure it's actually available on my server.
It's on Netflix. You silly Sal.
I can't access my mom's Netflix anymore.
Why?
Because they don't allow password sharing anymore.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
I guess I
So-
should have known that.
Yeah. I gotta make sure it's on my server.
You make good money, just pay it.
I mean, I could, but it's just it's not. Oh, hold on. Wait, do they have the?
Oh no, take your time.
What's the new series called? The season?
Black Mirror.
6, right?
5.
Yep, 6.
Whatever.
Yep. Okay, it's on there. Sweet. I'm gonna watch that after the podcast.
Definitely you should.
We'll see how it goes.
I think it's
What?
I'm a pretty how long do you want to do this?
What do you mean how long? Forever.
I mean, it's about an hour match.
Yeah, but we usually go like well over an hour.
We don't need to. We can just.
All right, guys, that's it for us tonight. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Huts, huts, yes.
That's episode 5. If you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, just leave it in the comment section below. I always read. So I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will see you next week
See you on the
for
flippity flip.
episode 6. See you on the flippity flip.
See you on the flippity flip warehouse.